They say the best survival knife is the one that you have with you. And the same could be said for survival kits as well. That's why the Altoids survival tin, not just for its inconspicuous nature, but also its portability, makes a perfect addition to any EDC bag, hiking bag, or just to be able to carry it on your person. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the Altoids survival tin and all of the items that I carry inside to increase my survivability in a worst case scenario. All right, so let's go ahead and get inside this kit. So you can see right off the bat, we have Paracord, and this has a tensile strength of 550 pounds. It's made for parachutes primarily, but repurposed for a lot of survival situations. There's also a lot of inner strands. People don't always know this. Each of those can be used for various different things, including fishing line, and even, you know, helping bind things for your creating shelter. And on the back, we've got duct tape, which is going to be great for repairing items or, you know, repairing shelter or things of that nature, helping build those kind of things. Duct tape has a bunch of different uses, and you have to be creative in a survival situation. That's the kind of the goal of this kit, is to give you more options to be creative. So if you guys are curious about where I buy any of these items, you just check out the links in the description box down below. I'll post them there. As far as the Altoids tin, I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and it's a little full, so you gotta bear with me. Okay, so right on the top of the lid, you see we have a bunch of sail needles. These are very big, you know, big eyelets and stuff like that. So you can take thread either from the paracord that I was talking about. We've also have some mil-spec nylon thread, which are I got at the military clothing store, which is used to be able to repair my uniform or whatnot. So this is exactly what you need to be able to, like I said, increase your survivability. Be able to, if you're going to have rips and tears in your shelter or your clothing, you know, that's going to put you at a disadvantage. And what will also put you at a disadvantage is not having water. And that's actually one of the more important things, even more important than food or anything like that. And that's why I don't have snacks or anything else wasting space, is because water, you can't survive more than, you know, a few days or so. And even those, I mean, hours, you know how thirsty you guys can get over just over a day. So inside here, I have the container for water, and these purify 1 liter of water, each of these, and this can contain 1 liter of water itself. That's just to kind of get me by until I can build a fire, so I can help, you know, purify water or whatnot as well. Speaking of fires, that is kind of the central theme of this kit, because how important fires are in a survival situation. So you got a Zippo lighter, which has some hemp rope across it, and this is also combustible. It holds a flame for a while. And these are the party candles, trick candles, in fact, has a little bit of gunpowder in them. That way they can reignite, and that's going to be really useful in a windy situation. It works for fooling people at birthday parties. Is going to also work pretty well for a survival situation. And then this throws a spark. Oops, I think I'm doing it the wrong way. And this should be able to do hundreds, if not thousands, of sparks, and be able to catch those sparks using the tinder quick. It's good to have lots of different ways of starting fire. Let me just go over some of the miscellaneous items in here. So we have some weights and some fishing hooks, which is going to be useful, right? You'll be able to feed yourself if you're by a stream or whatnot. And then some safety pins, which are going to be good for repairing or whatnot, we talked about. And then some other miscellaneous items. We have a button compass, great for land nav and helping you get out of the situation that you're in. And then this little pry bar to, you know, help with whatever you need it for, but just to kind of also save your knife blade if you don't need to use it. And then kind of, people don't realize that more important in some times than a surviving situation is getting out of that situation. So having a signal mirror, and also having a whistle, and this is, I think it's made of titanium. It's actually pretty cheap. I think I got a lot of these items, or you can get on Amazon pretty easily. Yeah, being able to signal for help is going to be extremely important, because sometimes, you know, if you got lost in those woods, you know, chances are maybe other people are around. So, and then, yes, I know this is not a full up like Bowie survival Rambo knife blade, but having the ability to be able to cut items, be able to create feather sticks, just other basic a multi-tool can give you, even having pliers to help move things off of a fire or whatnot is going to be extremely useful in a survival situation as well. Okay, guys, and one last thing before we go, there was one final addition that I wanted to show y'all. I just got this in the mail from our friends at CountyCom. They sent me, these are tweezers, US government tweezers. So these are awesome, very small, and tweezers come in really handy if you ever get a splinter or cactus pricks you or whatnot. So just wanted to share with you guys that final piece of information. All right, my final thoughts are that there are some definite pros, but also some drawbacks to an Altoids survival kit. So the pros are, like I said, it's very compact, portable, even inconspicuous. So you should always have this on you in most situations, whether it be camping or hiking or just everyday carry. And then the drawbacks are, if this is the only thing you're counting on, there's going to be some gaps in your survival kit in a worst case scenario. So it's always just a good practice to have certain items, first aid kit, jacket, maybe water, and just a few other items integrated into your EDC bag or just your EDC gear in general. But if done right, this Altoids kit will work in a pinch. So anyways, guys, hopefully this gives you some good ideas on what to put in your kit. And like I said, check out those links in the description box for where you can find more information on some of this gear. Y'all stay safe out there, and remember, it pays to be prepared. God bless.